Once an Austrian immigrant, he arrived in the United States with nothing but his determination and dreams. Yet, he rose from the ranks of bodybuilding to become a global cinematic superhero, serving as the governor of California for 7 years without ever accepting a salary. Arnold Schwarzenegger, the man of many hats, faced a bitter farewell from the American media with the headline "Never to Return, the Loser." But will he echo his iconic catchphrase, "I will be back"? The Terminator of California's finances, January 3, 2011, marked a day of departure for Arnold Schwarzenegger, the 63-year-old Republican political star who had donned the mantle of California's governor for 7 long years. His successor, Jerry Brown, a Democrat, was ready to step into his shoes. Unlike the triumphant characters he portrayed on screen, Schwarzenegger's political tenure was far from victorious. Polls indicated that his approval ratings plummeted to 22% upon leaving office, lower than his predecessor's inglorious exit. As his biographer, Christopher Limber, put it, his governorship should be seen as a failure. California is in a worse state than when he took office, with chaotic education, poor infrastructure, and neglected bridges. Schwarzenegger bequeathed to Brown a staggering $25.4 billion budget deficit, a stark contrast to the $10.2 billion deficit he inherited. The irony was not lost on the media, which mocked him for turning the prosperous state into a place where no one wants to work, a place where the Terminator tasted defeat. The Golden State's Golden Boy California, the economic powerhouse leading the United States, boasts the nickname Golden State and is often referred to as the world's 8th largest economy. With the highest population, vast land, and immense wealth, California's GDP reached $1.8 trillion in 2007, ranking it at the top of the U.S. states and placing it 6th globally in economic terms. However, under Schwarzenegger's leadership, the state's economy continued to decline. The 2008 financial crisis exposed the state's financial issues, leading to a fiscal emergency declaration in July 2009. California faced a multitude of crises: financial, energy, water supply, and even a prison crisis due to overpopulation. Public universities suffered from inadequate funding, severely impacting the quality and accessibility of education. Moreover, the state's unemployment rate soared into the double digits, and the number of homes repossessed by banks was the highest in the nation. The Green Governor, despite his fiscal failings, Schwarzenegger earned the moniker Green Governor for his environmental advocacy. California became the first state to use market mechanisms to reduce greenhouse gas emissions under his watch. His most significant achievement was tightening California's greenhouse gas emissions through legislation and signing a series of environmental regulations. In September 2006, he signed the Global Warming Solutions Act, aiming to reduce California's greenhouse gas emissions by 25% before 2020, the first state in U.S. history to control total greenhouse gas emissions. Under California's leadership, 16 states established stricter vehicle emission standards. In 2007, California sued the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency to expedite the state's vehicle emission law, initiating a legal battle for environmental protection. Schwarzenegger dreamed of creating a hydrogen highway, a vision yet to be realized. The misplaced politician. Despite criticism on fiscal matters, Schwarzenegger's maverick political style won him many fans. One fan tweeted, "Schwarzenegger is a politician born in the wrong place." He was unfortunate to have coincided with the overall economic downturn in the U.S. If the American economy had prospered a few more years, he might have caught the right moment. Messy politics have tarnished this superhero. In 2003, during his campaign for governor, Schwarzenegger positioned himself as a fiscally conservative, open-minded Republican centrist, vowing to be as remarkable as former President Reagan, who also transitioned from. At the beginning of his term, he introduced a series of reform policies, promising voters, "I will focus more on rebuilding California, doing beneficial things for people, for children, small and large businesses, creating more job opportunities, raising the minimum wage, and protecting our environment while creating economic prosperity in California. These are the important things for us. At the same time, audit everything and end crazy fiscal spending. In 2004, Schwarzenegger's approval ratings reached 65%, and he easily won re-election in 2006, reaching the peak of his political career. During his 7 years in office, Schwarzenegger never accepted his $174,000 annual salary, the $25 million he invested in his campaign, and the travel expenses as governor, including weekly private flights between his home and office, were all paid out of his own pocket. Although this Hollywood superstar is not short of money, his self-discipline has been praised by many. Schwarzenegger's 3 childhood dreams to be the strongest man in the world, a movie star, and a successful businessman have all come true. So, what's next for him? Will he return to Hollywood or continue to play the role of a political star? Perhaps, as Russian President Dmitry Medvedev tweeted, to Schwarzenegger, I say, good luck with your new life. There are many interesting things ahead.